apologize immediately. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Aerie Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is nicest the Shaman, Belshnickle the Priest, and Navox the Warrior. It's about to get real. Hey guys, welcome to episode 27 of the Converted Podcast. I am Belshnickle. With me tonight, I got two ladies in the house. I got my co-host nicest and a special guest co-host, Katacodex. What's going on, guys?
In this episode, we have events from Tur Arts. MegaCode is here to talk all things Holy Paladin, and we are joined by none other than Katacodex.
Yes.
Hey, Kata.
Hi!
Wait a minute. What's going on? Who's modding the chat room right now? Who's modding the chat room if you're not?
What you guys what you guys just missed was Kata's first chance to ban somebody, and it was an accidental ban. She wanted to see what the button did, and actually ended up banning one of our people in the chat room for 600 seconds.
I'm sorry.
So that's pretty bad. We call that fail in the biz.
Oh, gosh. I just got really happy with the ban hammer.
Yeah,
And
someone in our chat room.
Naz.
Someone
She's
in our
drunk
chat
with
room is
power.
Nazgul.
Naz, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Posted something that was almost not family friendly.
But it was kind of funny, you know?
It was funny, but it wasn't really a bannable thing. And Kata is like, here we go, delete. And they're like, oh, he's banned for like 10 minutes. What's going on?
Yeah,
That's
I
messed up.
thought it was banned for like, 2 minutes. And then it's like, no, 600 seconds. Oh.
You're like, hey guys, it's only 600 seconds. And Bell goes, that's like 10 minutes.
That's 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Hey,
So,
I know what that button does now. We are all safe. It's
Yeah,
okay.
watch yourselves tonight, guys. Kata's just button hungry.
Happy I'm banned. I will press that button.
okay, so if you haven't noticed, our friend Navox isn't here tonight because it's his wedding anniversary. So he's
Special
spending
day.
it with Mrs. Navox tonight.
Congratulations,
so,
buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations, Navox. Aw, he's such a nice guy. Okay, but today we are joined by Katacodex, who's filling in, and she's also our moderator for our chat room and has been since we started going live. So we really appreciate that. But now I'm like, what's going on? We gotta watch the chat room
It's okay.
know?
I'm still watching it, and
to make sure.
I think
Yeah.
Kata's got that on lock.
I've got it. But I mean, obviously, we still have to say hey to our chat room. What
Yeah,
up,
guys.
chat room?
Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. We appreciate it. Big time.
I'm not gonna ban you. I promise. Promise. Unless
No,
you do
no, she
something
might
dumb.
ban you if you
Then I
say.
might. Like, just watch yourself.
But Naz, you.
Naz,
Naz,
I'm so
you-
sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, man. The next time it's just gonna be like that. It's just gonna be the whole 600 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Word.
not talk about fluffy green things.
Yeah, let's not. No mention.
Sal's
No
robot in a
mention
little
of
bit.
that. I know. But it's okay. We can talk about Belle. How's your week going? Like,
Hey, my week's been going pretty good, man. The old raid team that Kat is a part of. We're on Gary, man. We're up to Gary. We got to Gary with about 10 minutes left in the raid, so we didn't get to get a whole lot of action on him. But I'm feeling pretty good about us getting him this week, man. We got a nice little strat going, and it's going good, man. The raid team's doing their thing, man. We got to raid with Schmoopy, Mr. Lou, a couple weeks ago. That was kind of fun. Good tank, good guy.
guy's a winner.
Yeah, man. He's actually pretty cool dude. But it's other than that, man, it's been going pretty good, man. Hanging out in Florida here with the elderly. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with the elderly down here. I love me some elderly. That sounds kind of weird, but you know,
weird.
no. But check it out, right? If people who live in Florida, let me tell you guys something. If you guys ever come to visit, you come to Disney or anywhere else outside in Florida, these people here, these older people, they're trying to kill people. You know what I mean? They're driving with no regard for human safety. So you talk about defensive driving, multiply that times 10 when you're in Florida. These people will run you off the road. It's crazy down here, but
What?
oh
For
man,
real?
Oh man, at least once a week, someone tries to kill me. Like,
Aw.
I don't think anyone's there. They just turn into you. They don't care, man. Ask anybody who lives in Florida. Be careful down here, man. I would never ride a motorcycle here. You're gonna die. But
Aw, that
but yeah,
makes me a little sad.
it's crazy.
I mean, I guess. Well, I guess you think they'd have like a government agency that's like taking licenses. Once you get a certain age, you could do that.
No, they don't care about that, man. Sal's face right now
Yeah.
is perfect.
It's amazing.
It's
Amazing.
if
But
you're not
can you
watching
hear
the
me?
stream, I can hear you perfectly,
Yeah, we
but
can
your
hear
face
you. You just have this like
is
sassy like
it's perfect.
face going on, and it's just awesome.
But it's
But,
frozen. That's nice. I'm glad we have a video show.
It'll come back. It'll come back. Other than that, man,
You
been
need to
playing a
use
little
some real
Hearthstone.
internet.
Been busy with that. Just gaming when I can, man. Just trying to keep Kata happy on our raid team so she stops raging.
Oh gosh.
We call her the loot hoarder, amongst
I
other
am
things
not
on our
a-
raid team.
No. Okay. When you only need one piece of loot out of the first like 9 bosses of Siege, you get a little angry when someone takes that from you.
Let me tell you guys something right now.
Just a little bit.
If you guys have never raided with Kata, okay, you see how she's right now. She's feeling good. She's pumped. She's in a good mood. Take a piece of loot from this girl and see what happens. She gets quiet. She gets short, snappy. You're like, hey, Kata, what's going on? Nothing, man. It's a totally different person.
I said some words to Belle the last time. They were some words.
Yeah, she was kind of heated, man. But
Mad. But that wasn't so much about the loot. That was just some other comments that had come up. But I mean, guys, if you're focusing on your character, you want to bring your A game to that team, and that means you need the best possible loot. So when some joker comes in and steals the one piece of loot that you need, you get a little angry.
see, now you guys know that if you're
Rings.
plugging into a raid that Kat is in, you are officially termed the Joker.
Rings
horrible.
don't drop in Siege. They don't drop. And so when one drops, you get really excited.
That's
and
funny.
so it's okay. I got my ring.
You're
I
feeling
did
better
another
now.
run, and I got my ring. I feel better now. Still need one more. But from now, I'm going to have to pass on Luke for like 2 weeks just so they'll shut up. It's ridiculous.
Well, we get Sal back in here. What have you been
Do we
doing in
lose,
raid?
Sal?
Is Sal back?
Uh-oh.
She's not back yet, so let's get back in here. In the meantime, what have you been doing in raid? What's up with you, man? What have you been up to?
Oh,
Are we losing you too?
that's bad.
Can you hear me?
Belle?
Yeah,
Belle, are you there?
I'm here. Hello.
I can't hear you, dude.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Your phrase is frozen. What's going on with the internets tonight?
I don't know. Do we need to call, like, hang up and call again?
Let me try that. Let's give that a shot. Because I don't
Okay.
got Sal on here, and you're frozen. So, guys, let me do a little hangaroo here. The funny thing is, we're on Skype for like an hour before the show, just chit chatting a little bit, no problems at all, and then show starts, and here we go. Let's see if I can get. Hold on a second, guys. We got a little technical difficulties. I'm not even seeing Sal online. She just sent me a text. Her computer crashed. So I'm going to stand up and do a little jig for you guys while we wait to get them back in here. You know what? I got this, man. I can handle this show on my own. You know what I'm saying? I'll just do it. You know. Nah, man. The show was going pretty good, man. We had everybody in here. We even had Mega in here, and it's been good. But Sal's computer crashed, and I'm not sure what happened to Kata. So we'll get Sal back in here, and then we'll go with it. So how you guys doing, chat room? What's going on tonight? Vamp Bell Vamp. I'm gonna vamp it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna have a little radio show tonight. This I'm gonna sing a little song for you guys. This song is going out for all you ladies out there. You know, feeling a little lonely tonight. Nah, I'm not gonna sing. But yeah, what's going on? You guys Rex flexing tonight or what? Expect instead of rap for you guys. You know I don't rap on the weekdays, man. I say my rapping for the weekends, baby. Friday night. That's when I get down. You know what this means, right? This means more editing, man. I gotta edit this stuff out now. You know. Mr. DJ, we need to get Berserker in here, man. I'm gonna call somebody up randomly, and just I'll get a little improv converted tonight. Blaze has Girl Scout cookies. Editing is fun when you have a lot of free time, but that means less game time. Unleash the metal. Hey Berserker, man, I heard there's a song coming your way one of these days, man. I've been hearing some rumors about it. Hopefully that ends up happening, man. We got a big thing going on with Sal, man. Listen, how about one of you guys come into Skype and we'll do a little duet? What do you think while we wait for the ladies to come on? If you guys want to come do a little duet, we'll have somebody pick a song and we'll break it down. We'll do a duet style here on The Converted. I could take off my webcam and show you around a little bit. Here we go. I'll take off my cam. It's all tangled up. But I got my computer set up here where I'm doing I got pants today. What? And I got my my Star Wars shirt because I'm just geeking it. I got the laptop here where I watch you guys on stream. Then I got my monitor where I watch the chat room. And this is where I actually host the show from. Got my TV so I can watch a little Monday Night Football when it's time to watch the game, you know what I'm saying? Got some fantasy football trophies up there. It's a little harder to see because it's all, you know, behind stuff. Got some college stuff, diploma, a little Dolphins action. Back here, I got my couch and stuff that you always see. It's like a little futon-y thingy. My wife's got her diplomas on that side. And she has a desk over here, but she hasn't done anything to it yet. This is the mic. That's her desk. It's completely... I'm going Blair Witch on you guys. I apologize. To empty out my passports and plan a vacation. And got a little desk over there with some junk on it. And that's pretty much it, man. That's... got some lights, you know. A little fan action when it gets kind of hot in the Schnickle Cave. My CTR League trophy is actually being made... it's being made in China, and then Russia got involved, so I don't know if I'm actually ever going to get it now. They said they were going to leave it somewhere in the Ukraine, so we'll see what happens. It may not be coming, though. Let me see if Sal's back, because I'm over here showing you guys the room. Sal could be ready to go. Talk about a detour in the show tonight. Let's see if we can get Sal in here. But that's the room, man. That's just Schnickle Cave. Sal, you back in action.
Looks like it.
Very good, very good. We got Sal. Let's see if we can get Kata back in here. I've been doing my best, man, to keep the folks entertained, you know?
Have you?
Yeah, you know.
I just figured go on.
I sang a couple songs, you know. I did a little dance.
Did you? Goodness.
I did. We got Kata back?
Did you just show them around your room?
Well, you know, we're just trying to keep it improv, man. I promised them a song. I promised them a song, a live song from Sal.
Ahead?
Say what?
I figured you would just go ahead with the show notes and.
I called Mega. We talked to Mega already. He was nice, you know, great guy, great guest. It was a little shorter than I expected, but it's cool. You know, Mega. We kept
it. Okay, show's over then. Okay.
So, no. Anyway, man, getting back to business, man, because I almost got stuck singing a song. Sal, what have you been up to, man? What have you been doing? We heard about Kat a little bit, but what have you been doing, man? New York City girl, you know, doing your thing. What's up?
Oh, you know, I moved to New York, right? So, like, I've been recently, I've been apartment hunting in New York, and that's kind of eating my soul. I need a new roommate, apparently. I need to find someone to get an apartment with or sublet a place. But, oh, man, I just thought I was going to have a place, and now I'm not. And just, like, everything's cool. It just, it's hard. But you know what? At my new job, the new guy that started work this past week, So there was a desk next to my desk, right? And the boss comes in and brings a few people and moves the desk and puts it on the other side of our area, like on the other side of the office. And they're like, I'm like, hey, what? Isn't the new guy just going to sit here? Why are you moving the desk? And he's like, because you can't talk to him. Like, what do you? That's weird. Okay. But it turns out that the boss knew that he plays WoW, that the new guy plays WoW.
Ah, a little
So we
well
didn't
buddy.
want, yeah, the thing is, my boss is like really cool, like, but it's funny. So they put him on the other side, but it turns out he plays WoW. He's Alliance. He likes to raid, and he's like, wait a minute, and he pulled up some stuff, and he's like read some articles that I've written and stuff. I'm like, what? What? It's kind of crazy. So that
So
happened.
that was like a hardcore nerd moment right there.
Yeah, good thing he's not sitting by me. I'm glad because we didn't get any work done. But also, let's see. I've got 490s now. I got my DK up, and I'm trying to decide what to get up for my boost. I'm probably gonna get a tune 260 so I can boost some professions.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
okay.
another shaman, as a matter of fact, which is kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. I have a secret thing for people who like have two of the same class. I don't ever
but
say
would be
it publicly.
a different spec.
Okay. Because because that's kind of like the thing now, I guess. But
I guess. And then I got some last week I had some Rex Flex action. That was cool.
it's always fun to get in some Rex Flex.
I got in there and then I'm like, "Hey guys," I just popped in the chat room and then mumble, and then I heard, "Hey Sal," and it was Slick Rock's voice, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,
Slick
I haven't
Rock.
heard Slick Rock's voice," and then Copper came, and then Patrick came, and like there's so many, like all my friends were like in the Rex Flex. I'm like, "Hey, oh my gosh, ah!" So that was really cool. I really enjoy Rex Flex, and you know what? Next week we have Rex coming on
That's
to
gonna be
talk
fun.
about Rex Flex.
Yeah.
So
That's my boy.
That's
yeah.
Love me some Rex. He's my favorite.
Kata, last time we asked you how your week was going, your face was frozen in space, man. Anything cool about your week, man? What's the deal?
Well, yeah, a couple cool things have happened. Like you said, our team is at Gary, but what Bell failed to mention is that he jinxed us for the week. And like the whole week we were so pumped, planning paragons, we had our strat down, like everything was epic. And Bell's like, we'll get it in like 3 polls, and we'll have the rest of that on Gary. We spent 2.5 hours on paragons.
No, wait a second.
Bell
The disclaimer is that Kata was
overestimated-
disconnected and cost us about 20 minutes at that time. So maybe it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. But it was like, you have this idea in your head. You're like, yeah, you're looking at paragons, but you're preparing for Gary. You know what I'm saying? And, might have kind of underestimated or overestimated our ability at that particular time. But we got it.
Just a little.
And
just a
we're
little.
at Gary. That's all that matters,
Yeah. Well, and in his defense, yeah, he's right. I was disconnected for a solid 20 minutes. Who knows why? I restarted my router, restarted my computer. It just wouldn't work. But finally, it decided to work, and then we got the kill. So that's good. But actually, the other amazing part about my week, I'm actually not sure if this was this week or last week, but it doesn't matter since we're on off with the show. I actually got my first garage kill, and y'all, it was epic. So epic. He died. My heirloom staff dropped.
Oh, I
First
can't believe
kill.
that.
Heirloom staff dropped on my first kill. I was like shaking. I was so excited. And then I got one of the essences of I don't remember, essence of whatever, and I got my 4-piece. So
Oh,
needless to say, I'm pretty sure the other guys in the raid wanted to kill me because I got the heirloom staff and it was my first time in there. And just like a huge thank you to Navix. It was actually Navix who pulled me in, and the Boats and Hosen crew that they got me that Gary kill. It was amazing.
When you watch Kata's face as she talks about loot, it's like, I mean, she talks about like her eyes light up, her cheeks get all thing. Like, Kata loves loot, man. I mean, we all love loot, but Kata loves loot.
Kid in a candy store.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I needed that staff. But the best part about that staff is since it's heirloom, I can use it on my mage, and my warlock can use it too, because her item level is only like 535. and she doesn't have her legendary cloak yet. So she needs that weapon. Like, it's a necessary thing. But yeah, I like loot. I can't help it. Speaking of loot, I actually thought I saw some epic loot in my Starbucks the other day. And it's epic loot to me. I saw a guy that looked just like Zarum. That's epic loot in my book. I love Zarum so much. And
She's got man love for Zarum.
I do. I was so tempted to write like for the Alliance on his cup, but if he didn't play WoW, he obviously would think I was crazy. So
if he didn't play WoW, and if Uzara was hanging out in South Carolina,
I would be really confused. But Zarum, if you want to come to South Carolina, I'd be okay with it. Free Starbucks forever, probably. Yeah. So work on that. Oh.
Well, check it out, guys. That's
about how my week is gone.
I got an email this week from this multi-platinum recording artist, okay? And I was kind of like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this artist is actually emailing me, The Converted, to put a song on the show, man. And this song was dedicated to our guest. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't even know how this person knows our future guest, but this song is fresh. It's hot off the presses. And I'm going to play it for you guys real quick, man. So check it out, man. Check out this jam.
well, they call him the fireman. That's his name. He's made up his mind, hanging out at the shrine, putting out all flames. Well, Holy Paladins want to have what he's got. He'll heal them up when they're smoldering hot. He's the fireman, MegaCode. Last night, Salad Senate went a raiding on down the road. Well, Goldie stepped in poo and found her health bar burning out of control. Yeah, Mega hopped down in a second or so. With a little flash of light, she was ready to roll. He's the fireman, MegaCode. Yeah, they call him the fireman. That's his name. He's made up his mind, hanging out at the shrine, putting out all flames. Well, Holy Paladins want to have what he's got. He'll heal them up when they're smoldering hot. He's the fireman, MegaCode.
That was absolutely epic, Sal. I'm giving you a virtual bow right here, right now on camera. That was fantastic.
Applause.
That was fantastic.
I've been wanting to make that song about MegaCode since I met him. Like, that's been in my head. And I've actually tried to make wagers with him before and be like, so, like, you make a song about me if you lose, and I'll make a song about you if I lose, because I wanted to lose and make this song. So, and then he would never make a bet with me ever. So now I get a chance to make the song.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Worth it.
Well, let's get him in here, man. I'm going to pull him into the show, and we'll get Mega going.
Okay, you pull him in. But the thing is, it's kind of a dry run because I need to make like a song, a longer song, a much longer song, and a video for Berserker that's coming up.
Oh, that's
and everyone thought that I was working on that song this week. When really I was just working on the Fireman song this week. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
It was awesome. I remember when we
oh,
got to
yeah,
listen to it early,
dude.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't see it.
Oh, man. He's got his hat on. That is fantastic.
Why won't my video work?
Anyone who's not watching the video needs to
Yeah, you need to watch that.
You are my favorite person.
When I was thinking about Mega Man, listen, there's a couple things in life. When something's larger than life, man, usually they'll attach like Mega to it. You know, you got like Mega Man, you got Megatron, Mega Millions, Mega Blocks. You know what I'm saying? Well, tonight on The Converted, we got a man who saves lives in-game and out-of-game. We got MegaCode. What's up, brother, man? How you doing tonight, dude?
I'm doing good.
Dude, you look
Can you
good,
hear me
bro.
okay?
I hear you good, man. I hear you good.
Yeah.
You're like, there's a delay right now.
Okay. We hear you good, man. You sound good to us. What about now? You back? You out with me?
I hear you a minute back.
A minute? That's a long time, bro.
Yeah,
Do you happen to have Twitch still running?
I do. It is. Oh boy.
That might
Let me turn it
be-
off.
Or just mute the Twitch, man. Or just mute it. Mute it or shut it down.
It should be working perfectly since you're on a Mac now. Come on.
Oh god, that sounds so much better now.
Oh yes, sir,
Awesome.
man. So how you doing, my man?
Good, man. Good. I got my helmet here, ready to take on the hits. Come on, bring it.
Bro, you look good, man.
Ready to save some lives. But
Ladies and
No, I'm
gentlemen,
doing
he's wearing a
great.
fireman helmet. Just so you know. He went and put on his helmet.
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. This is awesome. This is incredible. So thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on, man.
I'm so excited to have my friend on the show. Hey, Mega.
Good to see you. See all of you.
Yeah. It's been since BlizzCon that we haven't actually
Yeah.
seen your face. So,
I know.
hey.
Last time I saw Belsh and you were sitting in the bar having some drinks, having a good time with our guildies.
That was awesome, dude. And when you walk into that room, it's like you were walking around, and then like there's Mega. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yes, dude, yes. You know, putting faces with the names is crazy, man.
It really is.
And
I
you
know.
can't even describe how awesome that is. You know?
Yeah, it was incredible. I look forward to next year, doing it all over again.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we always talk about that. Oh, BlizzCon. It hasn't been announced yet, but I really hope, because I really
have
want
to.
do it again.
They have to, because I have to go. I have to meet everybody. I will just freak out if I don't get to go.
Well, you know,
I have to.
Zug's still doing the Vegas thing, so if that BlizzCon doesn't happen, then we're going to Vegas, so that's cool. You know, at least we'll still get
I've
to
never
that.
been to Vegas, so that would be amazing.
I'm kidding, by
That
the way.
would- So, well, but for real, they've been saying
What?
something about, hey, if there's no BlizzCon, maybe we can do a CTR meetup in Vegas.
Everybody in that chat room there needs to go.
Oh yeah.
telling you,
If
it's
you're listening or watching this,
incredible.
you need to go. Don't miss it. Do not miss it.
I think
you know,
most
more
people in our chat room did go this past year. I mean, I don't have it up right now because I don't
Everybody
want to
except me. Everybody
Well,
except Kat, I got to go.
I expect to see a Copperbolt and a Blaze and a Berserker there, as well as the rest of you.
Yeah.
Two Roots, everybody. I saw Two Roots. He was there this year.
Yeah, he was
Two
there.
was there.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, me
Great.
and Bell hung out with Two Root a lot.
Yeah,
As a
man.
matter of fact. Okay, Mega. You're a founding member of the Convert to Raid Guild. You're literally one of the first people to join. So, can you tell how that happened and how you were involved with Convert to Raid? I mean, you're an officer, as one of the founders. So, can you explain how that happened?
Yeah, it was cool. It was basically after Cataclysm, my rating had to slow down. Sort of. I was rating about 3 to 4 nights a week, and I saw that the guys from Convert to Raid were looking to start a Sunday night team, and it was 1 night a week. So for me, that was like perfect. And I knew that all the guys there were all good raiders, so we'd have a good time down in Boston. So I applied, went through a couple interviews, and got onto the team. And we started raiding. At the time, we were part of AIE, and we were in, I think it was near the end of Tier 14. And one night we're sitting in a raid, and the guys are like, it was Pat, Zug, and Solar, like, hey.
This is real life right here, man.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
So basically, they came to the rest of us, and they're like, hey, what do you guys think about starting a guild? And we were like, okay, what are you guys thinking? And they're like, well, we want to go find a server, and we want to start a guild that is specifically for raiders, people that want to come and just form raid teams and build a raiding community. And they're like, before we do this, we want to make sure, you guys are on board, with this plan, because, you're part of us. We're a raid team. And every single one of us, we were just like, oh yeah, let's do it. We back you guys up 100%. So they searched for a server, and they found the Aerie Peak, and we all got onto there, and they announced it on one of their shows. And what was funny was, and I know you've heard Zug talk about it, and he's not exaggerating. We were actually talking about, how many people do you think we're going to get in the guild? And we thought, maybe 400 or 500 people. Well, that first week was insane. I mean, those guys are 24/7 inviting people. And we were chatting on think we had Kick, which was a social media sort of like GroupMe. And these guys were 24/7, and we're like, come on, let us help you out. So they got us in, officer status, and it was a crazy months of just inviting people, and here we are. We got the best guild in the world. I mean, honestly, I wish when I first started playing the game, I knew after 2 weeks I wanted the raid. But back then, raiding, it was hard finding a team. So I wish we had Convert to Raid back then, because, you join the guild, you find some friends that you all have, something in common, you want to raid. These certain days of the week work for you, and you can form a team. It's incredible.
It's a lot easier, man. Back when you're in your smaller guild, it's like you got to struggle sometimes to even find people to raid with. Now it's like everybody that's here almost raids. It's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. So, here we are, 5,000 members, 9 sub-guilds. That's incredible. I love it.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like 5,000 members, like 5,000 actual people.
Individual
That's
people.
Individual people, not counting multiple tunes, because all the officers have 10. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and look what's branched from it. The Converted podcast, and there's a few other shows, and it's incredible what's formed from this guild, and it's just going to keep getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Man. Well, speaking of having 10 of a tune, if anybody has met or talked to Mega at all, they know he is Holy Pally through and through. And what's the number now? Is it 18? 10. I thought it was 18. I knew it was high.
Wait, 10 what? 10 paladins?
10 paladins.
I didn't know that. That's paladins. Serious, bro.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Dude is hardcore about the paladin.
Not all raid ready, but...
but 1090 paladins.
Between 60 and 90.
Wow, dude. That's awesome. That's intense.
Why a paladin though? For real, what gravitated you to a paladin? What made you start playing it?
Why wouldn't anybody?
True.
And they're all holy. They're all holy paladins. You don't have a ret in there or a prot in there. They're all holy.
They're all either they're holy ret or holy prot. But
wow.
Basically, what happened was when I got to level, I started playing first week of Wrath. So I got lucky. I found a real good raiding team. And they started me off as Ret. And after 2 weeks, we realized that Mega's not DPS. No. So that's weird. A little thing popped up. Sorry. So basically, the Holy Paladin on the team at that time left. She got tired of playing, so she quit. So they needed a new healer. So they asked me if I would jump in and take on that position. So I got my Healbot UI set up, and I went in the dungeons, and I just started healing, and I fell in love with it. It's my passion. I love the green bars, I love the cooldowns, and I love saving lives, outside of game, but definitely in game as well.
I'm so happy to hear you saying you're using Healbot, right?
Not anymore.
Oh.
No, I switched to Voodoo.
I'm the last person alive that's healing using Healbot, apparently, because everybody I talk to is using Voodoo or something else.
Healbot's good to use. It's you open it out of the box and it's good to go, and you don't really have to tweak it a whole lot. Whereas Voodoo is a little bit like Grid, where you have to actually go into the settings, and there's 5 different tabs, and within each tab there's 10 different layers, and you actually have to spend some time in there and tweaking it. But the thing with Voodoo is, you can get it to exactly how you want it. And basically, with my setup, I can see everything and anything I need to know to do my job. Whereas with Healbot, there's a couple things in there that I can't do, But it's still a good UI.
Yeah, that's the first thing I told Mega. I was leveling a healing tune. That's the first thing he said to me. He's like, "You have a healing UI, right? That's what you're doing, right?" And I was like, "Yes, Mega. I'm using Voodoo. Calm down. It's okay."
Yeah.
And so
the default UI for the win.
Yeah. Well, some people use it, and it works. The default one with mouse over macros, but
I wouldn't use it for a healer, but I do use it as DPS, because everything that I want to do as DPS is on the default UI. It's just
Really?
but
I'm the opposite. I use Xpearl as a DPS and Voodoo as a healer. But that's
If I
because I'm
were
not
healing, I would
a
not like
natural
using-
born healer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a DPS.
no. If I were a healer, I totally understand why healers use the UIs.
You have to, man.
Totally,
I
totally.
guess you don't
Also,
have to, but one of the guys on our raid team actually, I think Wrist, he doesn't actually use. I think he uses the default UI to heal. But I can't even imagine doing that. I mean, I know it could be done, but that's just crazy for me right now. I'm just too used to it. It's been too many years,
Yeah. Those custom UIs, they suck you in.
So Mega, man, like you're no stranger to the podcast realm. I know you got a couple projects you're working on. Can you kind of tell us about some of those? I know you're doing a lot of some podcasting and stuff.
Yeah, well, I have healingspec.com, which is sort of like my home base. Started that about 2 years ago, talking about Holy Paladin 101, and started writing posts. But as Sal knows, writing a post can take some time. So my time was short after a couple months, so I decided to start doing mini casts. There were a few podcasts out there at the time that were adding mini casts at the end of their show, and I felt that was like right up my alley. I wanted to get into the podcasting scene, but just due to real life, I just couldn't. I don't have the time to do what you guys put out. So for me, a nice 1 to 3 minute little snippet. Get some good information out to the people, and upload it and add it to a couple of other podcasts, and I love it. So that basically healingspec.com started what today I do Mega Minute, the Mega Minute podcast.
Okay.
And not only do I do like a 1 to 3 minute snippet, Holy Paladin 101 or some kind of a raid strat, but I've also been doing Holy Paladin roundtables. And I've been doing that since I think Dragon Soul, and I love it. I've been doing. I've done a couple Holy Paladin roundtables. I've had the honor to interview some of the top Holy Paladins in the world. Aladia from Method.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was great chatting with him. I got a chat with Nodos from Blood Legion. Got a chat with Adam from Vodka. And then just recently I did this Convert to Raid Guild Healing Roundtable. And had a blast doing that. Had some good people on there, and we talked everything healing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
who was on there? Could you name the people?
Yeah, we had Spencer, Spencer HD. We had Boone. We had LeBlue, and we had Acor, and we had all of the healing specs covered. Spencer talked about Druid. Boone talked about the Shaman. LeBlue talked about Monk, and then I had Acor covering Holy Paladin.
What about Priest?
No,
What about Disc Priest, baby?
Blaze, how could I?
No love for the Disc Priest, man. Nice.
I swear it's not the spicy water or wine.
yes.
And Blaze, yeah, my right hand healer with me on Solid Senate. Yeah, Blaze. Oh my God, if you haven't listened to her oh my God, she covered both Holy and Disc, and I mean nailed it.
That's awesome.
Just nailed it. Yeah, she did a fantastic job covering it. I mean, I had so much fun that I'm hoping to do more, down the road. I'm going to wait probably a couple months. Once we get into some beta testing, getting on the PTR, I'm going to bring back some healers and talk about it, And
Blaze just typed disband raid in the chat room for you forgetting there, man.
With Blaze, with the disband button with Blaze, I'm okay with that. But if you give it the copper bolt, oh God, look out!
That's
Oh
awesome.
man.
Have y'all heard that story? She
I
mentioned
heard
it
like
before, yeah.
half of that story because she accidentally disbanded the raid, right? When she got mad about something, or she didn't mean to. What was it?
I think it's happened
Yeah.
twice.
It's at least twice.
So once is an
Jeez.
accident, twice is.
And then the second time she did it, she blamed it on Naz. And
Poor
then
Naz.
she
Poor
went back
Naz.
and watched it on Twitch because she was streaming, and you just see her doing it on Twitch, disbanding the raid.
That's awesome.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh, she's
Well, that's just crazy, dude. Well, pretty sure, Mega, you'll be able to do all of the healing classes on your own on the podcast, because the other day I got online and I look over at my friends list. Mega's on my friends list.
Oh.
We're buddies. Hey, what is Mega leveling? Mega Mega's leveling a shaman. I'm
Mega's on a
What?
chamois?
so confused.
That's blasphemy, bro. What happened?
I'm working
You're
on
doing
my
that.
thing
The
already.
whole gonna get you.
I did it in Wrath. And it only makes you a better healer if you know all the other classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so busy on working on my Holy Paladin army that I sort of got a little rusty when it came to the other healers. So I figured, I'll start rolling one, get them leveled so I can, understand them a little bit better. Plus Shaman, I gotta admit, Shaman right now, that's a fun healing class. So
Mm-hmm.
you should jump into Resto. It's fun.
I like how you referred to it as his Holy Paladin
I'm
army.
sorry, Mega. I can't quite hear you. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Um,
I see what you're
Oh, she
going.
got
I'm
you.
not. I can't.
Oh,
I
she
can't
got
hear
you.
you.
What?
'Cause
Resto?
over the
Where?
sound of my lightning bolt destroying monsters.
Oh,
Sounds all about the
Um,
killing.
Elemental. That's what I'm leveling right now. An elemental.
It's funny,
shaman.
like everyone's always trying to get me to heal, right? Because oh, you're a chamois, then you can heal as well. But like today, I was a little nervous about the show for some reason. I don't know, and I hopped into game, and I'm like, I just want to kill some stuff. It'll make me feel better, get rid of the nerves. So went and found some Warbringers just so I could like slice through them with my lava burst. And you couldn't do that as a healer.
DPS
I'm the
ladies.
opposite. No,
Yes.
healing the green bars, bopping the berserkers. It's so much fun.
Healing,
it's such a
unless you
relief.
heal, I don't think you realize how much fun there is in healing. Because I remember back in the day, I was a mage when I first came into this game, and
Yeah.
I remember looking at there was a healer in a 5-man I did, and I was like, what's so fun about that? Like you don't get to do anything. You're just
Like
there
standing
healing.
in the back.
You know what I mean? But now that I heal, it's like I wouldn't want to do anything else but heal. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about healing that just it's whatever gets your stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's hard
Nope.
to describe.
You know what it is for me? It can be stressful, and I love that kind of stress. I love it when we're on a boss fight and we've been wiping on this guy, and we get down to like that last 3%, and people are at like a quarter health, and we have to do everything we can. We got to pull everything out of our toolbox to kill this thing, and that's what I love.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's like unless you're a healer, I don't think you realize how much of a rush healing can be.
It's incredible.
It's good to have another healer here because they got 2 DPSers here, man. They're just shaking their heads.
No. DPS for life.
They have
No,
no idea.
that's just how I feel about it, But I'll tell you a story. It happened a long time ago, like right as Siege came out. Mega and I were having this debate, and it was a friendly debate. Just him and I kind of giggling at each other, and like, no, DPS is better. Like, no, healing's better. Like, no. And I was like, you probably don't even remember this, Mega. And we were heading into like Flex Immersius. Like one of the first times ever having done this at all. And we're all okay. Everyone's spread out, and I'm like, oh, no. I'm gonna go stand next to Mega. You're like, yeah, but no. Who do you want to stand next to? You're talking about healers, and I'm telling the story wrong, but I remember that moment going, yeah, I just got burned. like, how important are healers now? I get like why people like different things. I haven't actually given healing as much of a try as I should. Maybe someday. I don't know. I'm bored right now.
DPS.
It's in my blood.
DPS forever.
It is. I couldn't do anything else.
It's so much fun.
All right, so Mega, you are the healing lead for Convert to Raid's premier 25-man team. What's going on with Salad Center right now?
We are working on Garrosh.
Ooh.
He's going to go down. He's going down this week. He has been a real SOB, but you know what? That's what makes the kill that much more rewarding. You don't expect an M boss, especially of a tier, to be that easy. So we've been working on our strats, making some adjustments, and we're going to be working on him this week. We pretty much have all of the bosses up to him on farm, and we're looking good. We're going to get that kill. But yeah, awesome. I've been having a lot of fun. It's been, I'll tell you, Solid Senate, they are an awesome bunch. I mean, really, really good people, like family I mean, we're all on GroupMe channel, chatting away all day, talking, joking, laughing about family stuff, and then right before raid time, we start talking about strats and trying to figure out what we're gonna do this go around, and yeah, it's been good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that like a 25-man team can get as close as this team's been able to get. And GroupMe has been a really cool tool. And guys, if you're not using GroupMe with your raid team, or a different kind of chat program, I guess Kick would work too. But like, you should get on that.
Yeah.
So get to know. Like I like people like posting pics of their kids, stuff they wouldn't put on Twitter.
Right.
But
More
you
private
would
stuff.
trust the more private stuff, the stuff you tell your friends, but not the stuff you would tell like the world necessarily. Like, oh, I'm having a bad day at work, guys. Tell me a joke, and then somebody does.
Yeah,
And-
Belsh and I have our team in GroupMe, and it's pretty much like meme central. Like
It's
our
crazy.
tank and our rogue just like send meme after meme after meme. I mean, it's so great. Like if I come home from work and I'm in such a bad mood, that's the first place I look because my raid team just brightens my day.
Yeah, you'll be working and you'll come back and there'll be like 40 to 50 different posts on there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely use it if you're not using it.
Well, and not to mention, Salad Senate is just such a great place to pug into. Y'all are such a nice group. I remember pugging with y'all. I guess it was probably about a month ago. That was one of the best pug experiences I've ever had. Y'all were so nice. Y'all worked really hard, and I know it's from the atmosphere that y'all as leads have like set up. And we like CTR appreciates that. It's really awesome.
I think Nazgul would probably, say something different because we're pretty mean to him.
I know. I bet.
Then he shows up in the chat room and you ban him. The show even starts.
I know. They were nice to me. Sorry, Naz.
So Mega, when I brought you into the show, I talked about you saving lives in game and out of game. Now we know you're a fireman, and I don't know if you do fireman EMT, but can you kind of tell people about what it is that you do and kind of break that down a little bit?
Yeah, I work in a very busy city where I'm a firefighter paramedic, Los Angeles, and it's best job in the world. I love it. Been doing it for 22 years, and it's neat. Every day I show up to work and I don't sit behind a desk. It's going out there in the burning buildings and putting out the fires. And if you're sick or injured, then I respond as a paramedic. So I kind of get the best of both worlds of the job. And that's sort of like what, people always ask me about, why did you choose Holy Paladin? So I'm going to use this analogy like I've always done in the past. Like, I'm a firefighter paramedic. So, I wear my turnout gear and I go into the burning buildings and I can, I'm running into where people are running out. But then when I come out, if I need to, I can help people. I have the drugs, I have the bandages and everything to help people that are injured or sick. Well, it's kind of like a Holy Paladin. We wear the plate so I can get up close to the boss and I can pound away at him. And then if I need to, throw out some holy shocks, some divine light, some holy radiance, eternal flames. So that's, I don't know, that's why I like the Holy Paladin class. It's in me. It's part of me. It's in real life and in game. And yeah.
That's awesome.
So
man.
That's really awesome.
You're a hero, man. I mean,
No,
but I know,
no.
but I'm just saying, like, people who do what you do, what you guys do, man, it's awesome. It's awesome. Not everybody can do that.
Thank you.
Or wants to do that. So that's pretty sweet, man. I like that.
Sometimes Mega plays from work.
I might. Maybe just a little bit.
Every now and then.
Well, I mean, you have
Like-
downtime in between calls.
Okay,
and
6
stuff.
hours, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun though. Like he'll be in Mumble, or that's maybe you'll join a Flex or an LFR or something like that, and then it'll be like, oh, gotta go, click. And then, like an hour
Real
later,
life.
you come back.
Well, just so people understand, I put in a good 18 years in the ghetto, where we were running 20 plus calls a day. And recently transferred to a nice slow station. I earned it.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That's good, man.
in our downtime, I get a little playtime,
It's just kind of funny because I can hear like guys like laughing in the background or watching movies and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I know where you are. It's like, yeah, I can join your group, guys, but just know that
I might have to
I
go.
might have to leave without any notice at all.
Yeah.
I gotta be upfront with everybody because I feel bad when I do.
Hey,
But-
man, it's real life, man.
Hey,
Yeah, but
it's your
no one is
job.
ever upset when that happens, though. I
No.
mean, it
I know.
happens sometimes. You know,
It's
we-
not like gotta go cat on fire. There's actually a building on fire and you have to go help. So I don't know. That's pretty funny.
but Kat,
Um,
you were telling me a funny story about Mega.
Yeah, I was. Okay, so the other day we were in Mumble. We were hanging out in Mumble, and it was me, Slick Rock. If y'all don't know Slick Rock, he's really awesome. He's a really cool
Slick Rock
guy.
is
The
one of
solid
the best.
hunter.
solid hunter. So cool.
Solid
And
person. Just
It
yeah.
was Mega and then Ash, and we were talking. I don't know how we got on the subject. We were just sitting there. We were talking, and Slick was talking about how old he was, or whatever. And y'all know me. I'm the whippersnapper in every raid group I'm in. I'm always the youngest, and so I was like, "Well, Mega's not that old," thinking he's like 34, 35. I mean, look at him. He looks good. And so I'm like, "Wait a second, Mega. How old are you?" And what did you reply, Mega? Mega is a very fit 44-year-old man. And then this probably shouldn't have been what I said next, but I was just so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, Mega could be my dad. The entire channel busts out laughing. And I felt so bad for a second calling Mega out because I thought he was younger. And oh, it was very awkward, but still really funny because I'm only 25. So it was a pretty fun moment for all of us. And then Slick obviously had to come in and say how old he was, and then Slick won the whole competition, so we don't Slick's in a like a fine wine. He's been aged for a while.
He's not that old.
He's in yeah. Well,
I wonder
no.
who's the oldest person in our
Compared to
guild. Have they
me-
figured out who the oldest person in the
Compared to
guild is?
me, he's
You know what?
older.
The thing is, a lot of people think that they're like, oh, 20-year-olds playing WoW, whatever. But it seems like a huge portion of the people I talk to are like well over 30, over 40.
The
50,
majority of
gonna
our
say-
guild
it's like-
is older. I think it's me and Solar Flare. We're like the two young guns.
Does anybody have
Everyone
any
else is
idea
older.
who the oldest person in the guild is?
I don't know. We
I
should
know
find
there's
out.
somebody in their 60s. I know that.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm not going to mention
Oh.
who,
No,
but I
no,
know.
no, but that's pretty cool.
I
No, I
think
know
what
several
you're
people in their
talking about.
60s.
Yeah.
Like
I think
I
the
could list
average-
like 5 people right now in their 60s.
You think we have a
think-
70?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
I
That
mean,
one's good.
out of
Chat's saying
5,000
we have
people
70.
out.
You know what? That's who I want on the show. I want to know who the oldest convert to raid member is, and
I want them on the show. That would be awesome.
Older men. That would
You need
be
to get the oldest and the youngest. And the youngest could be Boone. Boone's pretty young.
Solar is
No.
younger than Boone. Solar is younger than Boone. 'Cause
How old is
Solar's-
Solar?
Solar is like 20. Solar
Oh,
is
we,
a
we
baby.
got some. We probably got some 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
I think
for
Solar
sure.
and Boone are about the same.
Boone's
But
21, I think.
Is he?
no, he's not.
I should know that. I'm like one of his good friends. Oh, I'm sorry, Boone. Please don't
But
kill me.
no, there are children in our guild.
Yeah.
There are absolute kids.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Remember we had the Warcraft
Oh, the
family.
Yeah, the
in one
family.
of our first
Yeah.
episodes,
Those kids are
and they
awesome.
had like a 6-year-old with a potty mouth. That was funny.
Yeah, I actually plugged in one time into, looking for a group, and it was a non-convert to raid team that was just using our CTR LFG channel to find a healer. So I plugged in, thinking it was a CTR group, then realizing it wasn't, and I'll never forget, it was a Mercius pull, and the tank was 8.
Oh.
And that's when I went, oh my god. It just did not feel right.
This is gonna hurt.
It just-
That's too
I
young.
mean, I'm like,
Wow, 8.
I
Wow.
felt
Was he
like
good?
dirty old. He actually did a pretty good job, but I just felt like this dirty old man. Poor parents.
I'm gonna heal you, kid.
Oh,
Oh man.
Well, that's just right. I remember you telling me the story. Like, his parents weren't around or anything. He just talking to a bunch of adults. Like,
Yeah.
the people in his guild were like, "Oh yeah, well, yeah, he's just in our guild, whatever."
No.
And-
Well, you guys have raided with people before, like in old guilds or whatever, where like you're playing it, you're raiding with somebody, and I was just like, "Oh no, my mom's home, I have to go," and they just go. Come on, that's happened. That's happened to everybody. That hasn't just happened to me, right? Where you're playing with somebody like, "Oh, I gotta go. My mom's told me to get off the computer or something," or like, whatever.
Excuse
Like,
me.
Yeah, but
no,
8?
but I mean, like, you know, like the voice is like it matches like that of a young child. You know.
Yeah.
No, like if I were in Mega's position in that particular situation, like I would have felt bad too. Like I am
I left.
an adult.
I actually had to drop group. I just didn't feel, as a parent myself,
Yeah.
I didn't feel right. You know, just being in there playing with a video game with him and his parents not knowing what he's doing. So
You're like, yeah, this
Yeah,
is not cool.
That's too weird. Too
Like
weird.
imagine, okay, like your kid in a voice chat in a mumble channel in Vent or whatever with a bunch of random, because you were a pug,
Right,
Mega.
adults.
I mean, honestly,
I know.
obviously you are above reproach. like, but not everyone is. Like random adults using voice chat. You know, like that
It
can
can be scary.
weird.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I'm like,
Well, unfortunately, a
dude,
lot of parents don't know, or maybe don't care. You know what I mean? You know, that's a whole other
Yeah.
topic. But
Well, I think a lot of parents just, all right, son, just play on the computer, leave me alone, you know, and
Right.
you know, sort of it's babysitting for them.
sure.
So
Well, thankfully in CTR we don't roll like that.
well, there are kids in CTR. There absolutely are. There are teenagers,
Mm.
but we do have rules about public channels, and I don't know of any like straight up kids that are here without their adults or without their parents. But anyway, I like
we
hugging
run
outside.
we run a tight shift in CTR, you know, especially in the mumble channel. So
But
Mega, do you have anything you want to pimp, man? You know, anything you want to get out there? Anything new you're working on coming up? Anything cool?
well, in the months to come, I plan on doing another Holy Paladin roundtable.
Okay.
And as we get closer to Warlords of Draenor, and we start getting into the PTR and can start practicing all the new stuff, then eventually I want to do another CTR healing roundtable. So look forward to that. Going to try and do a couple interviews, if real life will allow it, and raid with all of you. You know, we'll have some fun. We know we still got like months ahead, so looking forward to it. You know, just getting in there and meeting, getting in the Rex Flux. Hopefully next week I can get into there. Yeah,
Next flex.
Yeah, man, it's a good run.
it's a great run.
Yeah.
If the people that are listening and in the chat channel, if you haven't done Rex Flux, you got to do it. He explains every fight so you understand it, and there's no stress whatsoever. You just get in and take care of business. So,
Rex can explain every fight in I think like a minute or less. The Rex quick and dirty is what he calls it.
quick and dirty.
That's
A minute or less, and it's a good explanation, and you understand, and you just go. It's great.
Now we're not promising kills and loots. Like there are wipes in the Rex Flex.
Right.
But,
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
but there's no stress. Like
No
everything is
stress.
cool. Yeah, but Rex is going to be our guest for next week, so we get to talk to him. That'll be cool.
So
And he's a
excited
nice
for
guy
that.
too. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, Mega, thanks so much for coming. I've been trying to get you on the show for a while, so we're really happy that you came.
Yeah, thanks so
and
much,
take
man.
your time.
Thanks, Mega.
thanks for having me. Just real quickly, I just want to just say, you know, hey, give a shout out to Salad Senate.
Yes.
Awesome raid team, awesome people in there, and this whole week, Berserker, you're doing all the cooldowns. Okay, you hear me? Every single cooldown, you're calling them out. Okay.
It's on. It's
There,
on.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Berserker.
It's
You,
on.
you've
The
been
gauntlet
given
has been
a job.
thrown down.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks again, man. We'll talk to you
Thanks,
soon in game.
Mega.
Take care, man.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
No.
That was awesome.
Aw.
Oh, I love him.
He's like the nicest
I love
guy.
talking
Like,
about friends.
he's like one of the nicest people I've met. He's really, really cool, man. Really nice guy.
So chill. That's what you want out of a healer. Calm. Because
Oh,
y'all
Wait, you
met
make
me
it sound
so-
you make it sound like the healers you're raided with aren't calm. I'm calm.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's good. Y'all are also calm because I am. When I'm raiding, as we've talked about, I'm a little ragey and
Put
high
it lightly.
strung,
Yeah.
and so we need that calm and that
Mega
chill.
gets a little ragey sometimes too.
That's all right though. You got to get a little ragey every now and then, but just you know. Well, check it out, guys. We got a video from Tour Arts again.
Oh,
Giving
yeah.
us some event
what?
info. So let's get that played, and then we'll come back on the other side, guys. Check it out. Enjoy.
Hi guys, this is Tour Arts. I just have a few things to talk about today real fast. First of all, we are still accepting event planner applications. This is a great way to get more involved with the guild and to meet a bunch of new people, really building that community, teamwork, respect. If you're interested, head to the forums, go to the Convert to Raid Guild Aerie Peak section. We'll have 2 sections there, forums and announcements. Under announcements, Call to Arms Event Planners is where you'll find all the information and the application. Fill that out and just send it my way. We are still hoping to do March roundtables. Let me break down what they are real fast. It's 20 minutes or less of you just talking about the basics of that class turning 90, not 40, turning 90. Things like talents, rotation, glyph, stat weights, and maybe even add-ons. These are just short and sweet. We want to do these, but unfortunately right now I only have a handful of each boot camp signed up. The boot camps are divided into 4, 1 for heal, 1 for tank, 1 for melee, and 1 for range. We're extending the deadline to sign up until next Wednesday, so that's a week and a half. So please sign up. We want to be able to pull these off. If for some reason we can't, we're going to have boot camps once WOD comes out, so don't worry, we'll still do that. And we have something big planned for April. I can't give away too many details right now, some spoilers, but it's going to be awesome and a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll hear more from me about that in 2 weeks, maybe 4. We'll see what happens there. But please consider doing the roundtables. This is great for when people get that boost to 90, just to kind of get to know the class if they pick one they've never played before. All the information is under the guild event sections in the forum, or you can always get a hold of me and I'll answer all your questions. Saturday, March 8th, 7 p.m. server, we're hosting another meet and greet. The Converted did the last one. It was a lot of fun. I could only stay for a little bit, but from what everyone said, it was a blast. So please come on out to this. Great way for new guildies to get to meet some of our old guildies and also to get some of those questions answered. Wednesday nights we're hosting PvP. Trojess is doing that. She does it from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. server. A lot of fun. If you're new to PvP and just want to run with some guildies, or if you're a little bit rusty or veteran, just come hang out. A lot of fun. Again, she's in CTRLFG spamming for that. We do have an update on the Brawlers Guild. We're going to be doing it March 29th. We're still kind of organizing it, but right now we're thinking just kind of gathering throughout the day, cheering on guildies as we work our way up through the ranks. I know I'll definitely be on from 6 p.m. server on. If you have an extra Brawlers Pass hanging around that you'd like to donate, or any donations for the events for that matter at all, please send them to MatRaid. That's MATRAID, MatRaid. For the Brawlers Passes, I'll get those out the day of to people who maybe haven't gotten a chance to get them yet. Other than that, that is all I have for this week. If you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always email me at ctrguildevents, that's events with an S, at gmail.com. I'm on Twitter at Turarts, that's TURARTS, on the forums and games, Turarts as well. Alright guys, that's all I have. We'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully with a big announcement. Otherwise, have a great week. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Turarts. That's awesome. Tons of info. It's good stuff.
Those roundtables sound good. I wonder who signed up for them already.
They're gonna need more people. Just guys, if you're interested in doing the roundtable, get a hold of Turarts. We need people to step up for these things. So get in there and help out. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so recently there's been a lot of news about stat changes and racial changes and PvP changes that affect PvE and about the squishing and getting rid of abilities. There's a lot of talk right now.
Well, this is my thing, right? Like, and I might be on a complete island on this, but where's the rage come from? Like, when people, like, I'm always hearing about raging on the forums or raging in games. Like, what is raging gonna do? Like, I'm one of those people. This is how I look at it. This is how I look at just everything in general. Okay, I'm very passionate about my class, Discipline Priest. I'm always trying to get better, reading strats, reading stuff. If they change something on my class, I got a couple options. I can quit the game, which I'm not gonna do, right? I can adjust to the changes because my rage is not going to do anything about it. It's not going to do squat. Or I can go on some forum or go somewhere and start venting and complaining and yelling about stuff. What is that doing for anybody? Like, I've never been a rager when it comes to games. The games is a fluid game. This is not Nintendo where you stick the thing in there and that's the game for life. It's going to change. It's always going to change. They're always going to evolve the game. So why rage? Like, where does this rage come from that people are just so heated about stuff? Like, what does that get done? We got a resident rager here in Kata. So, I don't know. What's the deal with the rage? I don't get it.
Okay, first off, I have to say I really don't rage that much. But I understand the rage sometimes. Sometimes people just want to. Now, I'm not including the trolls in this, but sometimes people just want to be heard. They've worked really hard on their class. They've worked really hard on their class. They spent hours and hours preparing to fight this boss, and then this thing changes. Like something happens, and they have to go back and do all this work over again. I mean, I can understand people are angry because they spent so much time already learning this class.
But what's the rage gonna get done? Okay, you rage. Now what? Do you think Blizzard cares that you raged?
I mean, they might if they. Sometimes they listen if it's really true and they've made a mistake and something is not good. Does all the rage help? No, but I mean.
Sal, what do you think? Sal's looks like she's about to rage right now.
Well, the thing is, you're talking about the game being fluid. And sure, you learn your class, you learn how to play it well. Okay, imagine we just had MegaCode. He really knows how to play Holy Pally. I almost said Holy Chamois. He really knows Holy Pally. Now, what if his class remained the same for 7, 8, 10, 15 years?
Exactly.
You know, like, is that fun at all? I remember when Ellie Chamois, well, the Chamois changed between Kata and Mists, where we used to have like one button to throw down 4 totems, and a lot of your totems had buffs associated with them. And you had to choose your totems based on the buffs that you needed for the group that you were in. And there was constantly people going, oh, I need the windy one, or the one, if you have too much melee, then you need this. If you have a bunch of casters, you need that. So what the heck, what are you doing? WTF. Well, now they changed the totems, so now chamois have buffs associated with them just being there. And suddenly, we had to learn how to use our totems completely differently. We don't have a one little button that just throws down 4 totems anymore. And suddenly, we had to learn our totems. Okay? And we had to use abilities that we never used before. And you know what? Well, I thought it was going to be a headache, right? But it turned out to be a lot more fun.
Change can be fun.
And it made the
good.
class more fun. And I had to think about things a little bit more. It wasn't just throwing down totems or throwing down my rotation. So I don't know, in different situations I had different totems, and it was a game changer for me. I mean, I appreciated the change.
Think about it. You think Blizzard's going to make a change to the game to intentionally break your player, break your class, you know what I mean, or break a spec? Like, I mean, if they're making changes, I got to believe that the people that are making this game that we love so much are doing things to make the game better. Whether you agree or not is your own thing, but I mean, I don't know. It's the rage sometimes. It sit back. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to watch sometimes.
Okay, while we're talking about it, I'd like to know, chat room, I'd like to know like some of your opinions on some of the recent changes, like to your classes and stuff, and maybe Kata can like read a few later on.
Yes, I definitely want to hear what the chat room has to say. We got a really active chat room tonight. They're talking up a storm, and I really want to hear what they have to say about this, especially about the mage changes that they've just said. Of course, I care about the mage changes.
Right, because we all care about the mage changes that are coming.
I skipped the mage part to this.
I will rage on you.
Mages are raging right now.
See, this is how... I'm going to take some loot from you, Kata.
Oh, gosh.
Don't take her loot.
Man. No, it's just one. I just never understood like raging at a game. Like, I love the game. I love everything about this game. But, like, raging accomplishes nothing. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Like, I mean, like, okay, you want your voice to be heard, but when you get all mad and stuff and start speaking like a fool, and I'm not talking about you, Kat, I'm just saying, like, in general. Like, no, when people start doing like raging, it's like Blizzard is not trying to break your game. They're trying to help the game. They're trying to make things better. This is a bottom line business. They don't want people to quit the game and leave the game. So they're making changes. It's for the betterment of the game. So if they change my priest tomorrow, it'll be a little frustrating at first. It'll be like, dang, okay, I gotta adjust how I do this, how I do that. But I'll learn it, just like I learned this.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the mage changes kind of scare me because there's the talent changes are just ridiculous.
Berserker posted, all changes are brilliant and unquestionably sound. I can picture him saying that. I can just picture him saying that.
Yeah, but he's joking. He's being sarcastic
he's being sarcastic, but I can see him saying
because no one is more upset about the changes than Berserker is right now.
Superfly say advanced frustration for that instant. And I hear you, man. Sometimes you want to blow off a little steam,
Yeah.
As long as you're not expecting anything to come of it.
Yeah. Well, and then Grumpy House, I totally agree with this, what he has to say. The CC nerf is long overdue. And that is very accurate. Well, especially I do play a Frost Mage. I don't PvP, but I've heard a lot about how Frost Mages in PvP right now are just insane. With all the we can basically just freeze you and you can't do anything for like
It's frustrating.
a lot of time.
There's a
and so I agree
lot
with
of
that.
CC currently in the game.
Yeah,
Like,
too
a
much.
lot.
I feel. Yeah.
Well, I understand the other side of the issue is okay. Because part of the changes is they're taking away or taking down a ton of the CC abilities right now, the crowd control abilities, and it all has to do with PvP. But it's affecting us in PvE. Now, I see why people don't like it. Like, why would you change this for because we're PvE? I don't
Yeah,
want
but that's always been the
my
case.
class changed
PvP balances for PvE. It's been going like that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the game. If you're not PvPing, then too bad. And besides that, if you're not PvPing and you're worried about your CC going away, you're not using your CC anyway, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, I turned some
When's the
things
last time I
into sheep.
hexed something?
I turned some things into sheep sometimes.
You've turned like 2 things
For
into sheep
fun.
in the entire Siege of Orgrimmar.
No, then that was last week.
That was the first time.
Actually, they put a moon on something and I was confused for a little bit.
Yeah, sheep-
About what I needed to do.
Exactly. So PvE players, like raiders, if you're upset about the CC thing,
Wrist is in the chat room. He's like
Yikes.
a resident like PvP. This guy is hardcore. He says that the changes won't affect PvE. He says the PvP cooldown CCs are totally separate.
oh,
Well, and that's kind of true because on things like Frostjaw and that kind of thing, it affects like a regular player in PvP less so. It's only like 4 seconds. As in PvE, it's like 10 seconds or so. So they might add in more stuff like that to keep them separate, which would be great because I don't want the PvP abilities affecting my PvE. Because I'm all about
but I want to
PvE.
be able to. I want to know my class when I go into PvP, though. You know, like I don't mind it being the same.
All my
Because I
bars
do like to
change.
PvP from time to time.
In PvP, all my whole bar changes. I have a whole other setup on the rare occasion that I bust out some PvP. So,
Cool.
but I'm also
I don't
really
know.
bad at PvP, so that might be my problem. I don't know.
Well, as far as the rage goes, I don't get it either. To me, it's just changing. It just, yeah, they're trying to make it more fun and at least interesting. You know, whether or not it makes your class better, I don't know, but they have to
mages get
change
any
stuff
better?
up.
No,
Can't mage
they
get any
can't.
better.
No, can't. They're the best. Mage forever.
But okay, I've seen before like devs, specifically Ghostcrawler back when he was a dev, mentioned that if people are getting passionate with their posts, even if they're raging, it means they care. It means that
There's
they're
an educated
committed.
raging too. I mean, there's a way to rage without being a fool too. I think that's kind of what he means. Like, you know, I don't know. You can rage. Just I don't have anything against ragers. I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of comical that people will take something to the point where, I don't know.
Okay.
If you don't
know
like
what?
it,
I've seen a lot of people that were mad, but you're talking about fools. So I want to play a game. I'm going to tell you that your class is changing.
okay,
Okay, you're a disc priest, right?
I am.
I don't know anything about disc priests. Okay, I'm going to
No more
going to tell you that your class is changing,
Okay,
and you are going to fool rage at me. Okay,
okay.
Belshnickle. Disc priests will no longer have bubbles.
Well, what the heck, man? How am I supposed to play this game anymore? I can't even do anything without shielding and bubbles. I mean, what the heck? That's the whole thing about displays is mitigation. I hate this game. I hate my life.
But you'll be able to mitigate in other ways with this handy little pet that you'll now have.
I don't like pets. Pets are for kids.
Pets are for mages.
No, you did not. No, they're for warlocks and hunters. Those losers.
I know. You know what, though? They are going to mess with the disc priest. It's coming. We're OP. Whatever. I said it. Okay?
It's okay.
We're crazy
I just
hardcore right now.
I just called warlocks and hunters losers, so
Okay,
we're gonna have
Sammy's
some
have
fun
pets coming.
comments.
But a lot of people
They
have
do?
pets.
I don't know anything
From
about
now
that.
on,
We have totems.
when you see somebody raging, you call them full rage. Tell them Belshnickle said so.
rage.
Full rage.
You know what?
Fool
The thing
rager.
is, I don't think what you gave us was full on fool rage.
No.
Well, if I go full
Kata-
on full rage, my
Kata-
voice gets higher, and it's you don't want to hear that. Nobody
Okay.
wants to hear that.
Kata, will you? I'm going to tell you that your class has been changed.
Oh,
Right?
and also
with
tell her
fool
that
rage.
she lost some loot to another player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That'll
throw
really
that
do
in
it.
there.
Okay. Katacodex. First of all, because mages don't need as much loot, we're going to ease back on the percentage that mage gear drops, and we're going to take away that little squirt guy
Oh, the minion?
That
pet
that wouldn't
minion
make
thing.
me that wouldn't make me rage. I hate that.
And we're gonna make it so that you absolutely have to walk. It's like dribbling a ball. Every time you cast a spell, you have to walk 2 steps and then cast a spell and then walk 2 steps and then cast a
And
spell.
you no longer have time warp.
What the heck?
And we're only giving heroism to shaman because that's who needs it and
That
not
should have it
mages.
anyway.
So how do you feel about that?
And no more it buff either.
Raging!
Rage it.
What the heck, dude? I need that. Because, especially time warp, because
pissed.
all of my buffs are ready,
getting
and I
mad.
hit that time warp so I get the best DPS, because that's what I'm about. No, oh god, I wouldn't actually say that. That's about as ragey as I can get.
That's not
No,
true.
I've seen.
This is a
Okay,
This
no.
is a
Okay,
safe-
Belshnickle,
safe
stop.
for
I'm
work.
gonna play this game. I'm gonna get what I want. Belshnickle, you are now Katacodex. A piece of loot drops in raid, but we're gonna give it to Dead Greed. Go.
What the heck, man? No, I'm not doing that.
There were some long rants and whispers after that
Cata, yo,
happened.
no one goes off like Katacodex, man. No one goes off like Katacodex. She loves her loot, and losing loot to other players is not part of her deal. She doesn't show
Dead
up
Greed's
for
another
that.
mage,
No,
and he's a friend.
hey, let me correct one thing about that. If it's for a teammate and they need it, and that is going to better the team, I'm all about that. I mean, chat room, back me up here, like for real.
Okay,
Like,
I'm not gonna get
I'm
either
about
one of
the
you to
betterment
actually
of the
full
team.
rage at me.
If you want me to
So-
go all full out Cata squeal, it's not happening.
Okay.
Is her face
Hey,
frozen like that,
okay,
or is she really
okay.
mad?
Since Belle and Salary needs me, I'm just gonna look at the.
Her face is
let's
frozen.
Let's talk to the
That's
chat
the
room.
best.
I know, I'm broken. Thanks.
No, but you're
Let's-
broken like with a serious, I'm mad at you, I can't believe you're calling me out face. It's perfect.
Great. Anyways, chat room, since y'all are normally a little bit nicer to me, if y'all have any shout outs, go ahead and get them in. We're gonna shout out some people soon, and if you say something mean, I'm gonna give you like an anti shout out and rage at you. So
She's gonna give you a 600-second ban.
yes, because I can do that
600
apparently.
mean.
This is like the Bash Kata show, and
No, it's not, Cata.
whatever makes you happy.
Come on, Cata.
Aw.
I'm about. Did you see what Naz just put? I'm about to ban him again.
Aw, Naz.
You're not winning
Okay.
any points, Naz.
So let's get the shout outs, chat room shout outs going, guys. And then if you want to post well, it's too late now, but in the future, if you want to post a regular converted shout out, you can go ahead and do that on our forum page on signalsmedia.com. All right, now we've got our personal shout outs. Belshnickle, who are you?
I'm just laughing at Superfly's comment in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it together here.
I hate you.
All
I
right.
hate you so much right now.
Okay, guys, if you're not here live,
Oh
you're
my gosh,
missing.
that
You're
is the
missing
funniest thing I've ever
the
seen.
most epic
Oh man, I'm
chat
sweating.
room stuff ever.
All
And I
right,
can't see because I don't have it up. So
my
Go
shout
ahead,
out.
Belshnickle.
My shout out is to the anonymous beaver, and she knows who she is.
I think she's the anonymous penguin right now.
It's the Cata is the anonymous beaver. Just for anybody.
Oh, gosh.
All right, that's my
Okay.
shout out. That's as good as it gets tonight, guys.
I'm going to shout out to my cousin Kevin, for calling me out when I mistook a picture of Sauron for the Lich King. Not a picture. It was a helmet. Like someone was wearing a helmet in their office. And I said, "Oh, Lich King." And
But that wouldn't be that. That's not that off.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's off.
I lost
Don't get
some
me wrong,
serious
it's
Ask
pretty bad.
Blaze. I lost some geek points today. I absolutely did.
I think you would earn some geek points because it's Arthas. Of course you're gonna think it's Arthas. We're WoW people. That's what I thought
Lord
when
of
I
the
saw the same picture and accidentally did the same thing. I mean, what?
Okay, Kata, who are you going to shout out to today?
Okay, I have a very special shout out. And it's a shout out to Hot Tub's mom. Hot Tub's mom has gotten multiple shout outs on this show, but I wanted to give my personal shout out to Hot Tub's mom. For those of you that don't know, Hot Tub's mom is our team mascot for our For the Win Raid team.
Lord.
So we have a mascot.
We have a mascot. It's Hot Tub's mom. Don't ask to see a picture. You don't want to. And also just like a general shout out to our team for the win. Because we're gonna kill Gary this week.
This week he dies.
He's gonna die. And then obviously a shout out to Rex, who's coming on the show next week. Seriously, y'all have to get here. Rex is an amazing guy. One of my best friends in game. Love the guy. Y'all need to be here.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Okay, now I've just headed over to the signalsmedia.com forum page, and I got the shout-outs here. I'm going to read them. Grumpy House gives a shout-out to the iTunes group, a great group of people creating a niche community within CTR. I stumbled into their Mumble channel on accident, and 3 weeks later, I'm raiding Wrath of the Lich King content with level 80. Sorry, at level 80, and was able to get my Kingslayer title.
That's awesome.
Legitly. Legitly is the word. Okay. They have made the task of getting to know people in CTR much easier and go out of their way to be inclusive and welcoming. Oh, that's sweet.
Nice.
Aww.
Alrighty. Silver Streak wants to shout out to his main stand-up tank, Navox. Woo! Wishing him and Lady Navox a very happy 2nd year anniversary.
Yes.
Okay, and the guy who we've already talked about way too much tonight, Mr. Rex, says, shout out to the For the Win raid team. That's y'all's raid team. Gary goes down this week. Shout out to Navox for carrying Katacodex through her garage kill. Shout out to Navox and the Boats and Hosen crew for tagging along on a normals run to help a few teammates get runestones for their cloaks. Shout out to Tolko for getting his legendary cloak.
Yes.
Tink, move your butt and get it done.
Yep.
And finally, wow, this is an opus, Rex. Okay, finally, shout out to all the guildies that have ever or continue to show up weekly to the Rex Flex.
Right flag.
Okay, just a couple more. Okay, Svensson, who's in the chat room, says, send a shout out to Jules for being a great officer and taking time to help out guild members with issues big and small. Send a shout out to Physique and CTR Shaw for making netherweave bags for the guild, which is awesome, which is so super sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, Erathane says, shout out to Boala's Anonymous for getting Realm's fastest timed challenge mode run of Jade Temple. Okay, beating Alone by 20 seconds.
That's pretty awesome.
Alone is like the top progressed guild on the server, and
That's awesome.
the Boala's Anonymous has beat out Alone by 20 seconds on the Jade Temple run. So that's very, very cool.
Great job, guys.
Alrighty, so that goes for the converted shoutouts this week.
Well, we got you
got any chat room shoutouts, Kata?
Yeah, we got some. We got quite a few chat room shoutouts. The first one I see is from the lovely Copper Bolt, and she gives a shout out to Battle Babes and says, "You guys are awesome." And I'm pretty sure they're actually. I saw this earlier. I'm gonna help you out, Copper. I know they're looking for ladies. I think they need a tank and a melee DPS. I think they raid on Sundays, so check out their forum posts. They're really cool, ladies. And then we got one from Berserker, which I don't really understand, but it says, "Shout out to the hot lady at pump number 12."
Hey.
Okay, whatever
Nothing wrong
floats
with
your
that.
boat. And MegaCode, being the awesome person that he is giving a shout out to the baby he delivered this week.
That's awesome.
He delivered a baby in the field this week. Yes, he's just that cool. And I think I saw one more. Here we go. Oh, this is a big one. Another one from MegaCode. Shout out to Blaze, who's in our chat room. She got her Ashes of Alar this week. Way to go.
She did.
That's
That
awesome.
Blaze got her ashes.
That is
Yeah.
amazing. Still waiting on mine. And that's all I've got right now from the shout outs in the chat room.
Okay, well, be sure to join us next week when we interview Rex from Rex Flex. We've only mentioned him about 77 times in this episode today. And he's not in the channel right now because he's doing the Rex Flex. So he's actually going to have to miss Rex Flex for next time. So that's a thing. Okay, so in 2 weeks, we'll be back with Rex.
All right, guys, thanks for coming out. Great. We had a good time with you guys. Thanks again for coming out. And Kata, thanks to you for helping fill in for Navox this week. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, anytime. And if any of y'all want to hit me up on Twitter, my Twitter name is @Katacodex. And seriously, I don't rage that much. If you want to hit me up in game and chat with me, please
Kata is very
do.
nice.
I'm
We were just
very
giving Kata a hard
friendly.
time
You're
tonight.
just
She's
giving me a
very
hard
nice.
time. And I like helping out guildies. So if you need somebody for a pug or anything, please let me know. I will gladly come help.
All right, guys, that wraps it up, guys. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming.
Peace out.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
And be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at summer_sal, Navux at NavuxCTR, and Belshnickle at BelshnickleCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?